Real people, real celebrities, real talk.
Join the Breakfast Club.
Blast off in your ear.
Weekday morning, 6 to 10.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ MV Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Special guest in the building, Mr. Joe Budden.
Oh, you said my name right.
I know. I was waiting for that.
Nah, I made sure I had to study that.
First order of business to take care of.
Yeah, don't you owe us some money, Joe?
$1,000
a piece.
That's $2,000.
That is true. That is true. I saw you. I just told you that.
Yeah, but
when I saw you in the barbershop.
Hey, I owe you some money.
I owe you some money.
Nah, you sped it.
As long as you keep bringing it up, it's okay.
Nah, man, and we got the same barber. He sped off on me. He sped off
Oh,
on
you were
me.
going to pay him, but he sped off?
Yeah, we was going to go around the corner. He sped off on me.
Around the corner.
Now, refresh your memory. We bet because he battled.
I bet on Hollow, and the judges say I lost.
So you lost?
Well, the judges say I lost.
Hollow was actually better, though. In that arena, though. That's his arena.
That was an interesting battle.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was an underwhelming battle.
He got personal, very personal. Looks like you were a little off when he got real personal like that.
It didn't get real personal. No, not to me anyway.
Now,
You can't get personal with me.
You can't get more personal than Joe Budden gets with himself.
Yeah.
Isn't that a little frustrating, though, when they get in your face and they say things like, you beat women?
No.
Didn't bother you at all?
No, that was for the cameras.
Part of the battle. He probably anticipated that was going to happen.
That was for the cameras.
Now, tell the people why you fake mad at me.
Yeah, man.
Oh, you mad at Charlamagne?
He's not fake mad at you. He's mad at you a little bit.
He forgot about it. It seems
Joe
like.
Budden does not have the right to be mad. He's fake mad.
He's fake mad.
I spoke to Envy about it. Lightweight spoke to Charlamagne about it. Yeah, Charlamagne went real hard, man. Charlamagne went real hard when that whole Meek.
I gave Joe Donkey of the day.
That's right. He said you
No,
butted
but he
in.
went like extra hard, right?
Not really.
No, you went hard.
Well, you called Meek or what? What do you call Meek? I can't remember the term.
I don't want to misquote him.
You always do it. Now you want to make his hair. You misquote him all
I
the
don't want
time.
to misquote him. I thought I was quoting him correctly because I played the audio from the podcast.
Yeah, but you played the audio from the podcast, but it's taken out of context if you're not listening to the entire conversation. So that's what happens a lot in media today. You just snatch a quick bite, and then that's what it is. But still, I mean, it was said. And you went
Meek was
hard.
a sucker for love. He hated seeing Meek all in love with Nicki.
Right.
Meek
I said
looked
he's
like a sucker.
changing, man. I said he's changing. And then Charlamagne, Donkey of the Day, it was hard ruled. It was bad.
It was horrible.
bad.
Played all your old allegations.
Yeah, it was bad. It was really, really, really bad. And then Drake comes right behind me and says the same thing and sends you some
people cheer
bottles.
for him.
And sends you
No.
some
Yeah.
bottles.
No.
And now you're like, hey, Meek, get him out of here. It's over. Oh, yeah, Meek's a sucker for love.
No, I never-
That nigga's
no.
a bitch ass. That's exactly what happened.
I never
That
said
is
that.
exactly what
I
happened.
never said Meek was a sucker for love.
So if I'd have sent you
Never
some
called him a
bottles.
bitch ass. All I
Well,
said
you
was
should
he
have sent
lost
him
the
some
battle.
bottles, and then you'd have been good.
All I said was Meek lost the battle, which he did.
Nah.
Did he not?
Yeah.
Now,
Yes.
Joe, you didn't
Oh,
want to
man.
weigh in on that battle at first because you felt like, okay, you know, after everything that
No,
just
well, I
happened
mean,
with Meek, at first you were a little hesitant.
Hold on, let's go back to what Budden said, though. You and Drake didn't say the
Budden.
same thing.
We said the exact same
No,
thing.
Drake positioned it as business. Drake said that Meek is opening up for his girl on tour. Is it your girl's tour, a world tour? He positioned it as business. You was personal with the love thing. Like, you just hate seeing people in love.
No, I can't afford to hate seeing people in
Joe
love.
is the most in love
I
person.
love love.
He
Love is
proposed on
great.
TV.
No. Not positioned it as business. We're not going to do that. In the diss, the narrative was, you're a sucker for love.
I didn't get that. Did you get that? I didn't get that.
A little bit
I
when he
got
said,
more
I
of
can't
the
wait.
business thing.
What was the part? I'm not a rapper.
Says, shout to all my boss bitches, wife and what are you talking about?
Then he said the
Boss
part where
bitches,
I can't wait to
wife
see
and
when-
dudes.
when he
Yeah,
said
being
friends.
wife.
Well, I will say,
the
I do
girl
think
is the
that-
guy.
That song was more about her being more of a boss than he is, probably being more successful than he is.
Yes.
Not really about them being
That's all
him
I'm
being
saying.
in love.
Oh,
I
you
mean,
radio people, boy.
That's all I'm
you
saying.
radio
I'm
people will
just
switch
saying.
some shit around, boy.
You a radio person, too.
Many years ago, 7 years ago. But yeah, you radio people will switch some shit around, boy.
But I mean, Drake, whatever it was, if y'all did say the same thing, Drake said it better. I didn't.
There we go. That's all I asked for is some honesty
sound
up
clip
here.
was better.
That's all. I just want some honesty. All right, cool. I can accept that.
Now, what was your question?
Oh, no, I was saying you were a little bit hesitant after that to weigh in on what you thought happened with the battle, who you thought won, what Meek needed to do, just because I think of that exchange. I saw on Twitter you were like, I'm going to say something, but I don't want to.
I went on a long rant. I wasn't hesitant at all.
Yeah, I saw you go in. I didn't see you be hesitant
Yeah,
at
no.
all.
So what did you think about the battle for people that don't know what you said?
Same thing that everybody else doing.
Same thing.
But if you said you're a hater, if I said I'm a hater, or I'm D-riding Drake because he sent me bottles,
True.
No,
But-
why you say that? No, people don't call me a hater when I say that.
because they think you don't like Meek.
I don't know why. Because I said what I said.
Yeah.
People have a problem with objectivity. I have no problem being objective. I fuck with me.
Have y'all spoke since that rant?
No,
Okay.
probably not much to say between him and I.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Not this time.
I said what I was looking at with my eyes on screen repeatedly. Like,
Now let's be honest though. That clip that we played from the podcast when he gave you Donkey of the Day, I'm sure it helped out the podcast too though, because that made everybody go and look and like, oh, his podcast is pretty good.
like,
in retrospect.
like backhand help.
yeah. Yeah.
Like, what she talking?
better help
Yeah,
you.
what
You
she
know, it
talking
made
about?
everybody go and go to the podcast.
No, yeah, it did for one episode.
It did.
So you think I went hard at you on Donkey today?
Yeah, I think this is my thing with Charlamagne.
No, just
See,
did I hurt your feelings?
see,
Just say it. That's the answer to the question.
Yeah, you did.
I am good. I hurt Joe Budden.
But
That's
now,
good, 'cause not too many people heard Joe's.
Yes.
but he didn't hurt my feelings because of the Donkey of the Day. I don't care about that.
Okay.
Charlamagne and I go back.
Yes, we
like
do.
back to
Back
going
to
to
back.
clubs in Colombia, like way back before any of this. So he just went really, 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 really hard.
Well, you heard those people close.
And wait, no, time out. And he doesn't go as hard for some other people
Like who?
when they're in the same position.
Name somebody. Give me some examples.
No, that can be Chatty Patty.
No.
No. Well, we change the definition of Chatty Patty every time I use it. I'm not gonna be Chatty Patty, but for some other people, oh man,
Who?
you lucky
Come on, give me a
my
name.
memory is so bad. My memory is bad, but just that one was worse than some of the other ones that you have given people that you are in good favor with.
Well, you do owe
I
him
don't have
money.
no good favor.
You owe
Yes,
him
you do.
money.
Yes, you
I'm
do.
more of an asshole than you in this game.
No, you're in good favor with people. That's not true.
Who's in good favor with?
Please let me know.
He's in good favor with a few people.
Who?
I mean, I get that here, he's ass. Okay, but Charlamagne has relationships in this business. He does.
Yeah, he does.
So what are we talking about?
So you're saying you
That would be silly to say he does not.
you were one of them though.
But
you're
I've given
saying.
those same people Donkey today. It's only.
He says you have, but he says you went on
I know
him
you
extra
have
hard.
given him Donkey today, but it was like a real smooth Donkey of the
you
day.
got so much good material.
No.
If you got
That-
girls,
that's-
if you got
Yeah,
girls
no.
out there accusing you of beating them up, like how can you not use
Yeah,
that?
that's horrible. That
but that-
one in particular is horrible.
But all I did was play those clips. Like here, Joe, let's exhibit A, B, C.
Esther
boom.
Baxter should never be a point of reference for anything that happens in the universe.
But you came up here and you said you sat under her breast. You didn't say she said you sat on her stomach. You say you sat under her breast. I played that clip too.
Yeah, I also said I was getting attacked.
Oh.
I also said that. See what I mean about how you
Well, he
take.
did the bad stuff. He only played the stuff.
No,
that's
he
gonna help
played
his
all the
fight.
horrible. Yeah, that's my point. He played all the horrible.
I don't remember.
He came up here.
I don't remember the Esther attacking you part. I don't. I don't remember that. I don't remember.
Joe, you know he's not gonna play the
You seem to not remember a lot. Yeah, I'm watching it. I'm looking at the clip as it came out. I'm like, ew.
He's disgusting.
That guy's disgusting.
Jesus. Oh, that stuff is bad. Yeah, but yeah, you did your job. Good job. See, that's why y'all number one morning show.
Joe,
boy.
but Joe,
you did a good job.
Joe don't act like he's not an ass. You're an ass too, Joe.
I am, but what does that have to do with this conversation?
never said he wasn't,
Nothing.
though.
I just.
I know-
Yeah, what does it have to do with anything?
That's how I justify what I do.
You just wanted to put that out
How I
there.
justify what I do. Joe's an ass.
Can you
I'm
stop
not-
thing so we can use
Well,
this thing?
okay.
Now let's
So
keep
bottom
it.
line, I should have sent Charlamagne some bottles. And,
might have been better.
And
Right.
yeah, I'd have been better off.
I wish I never got those bottles.
Let's continue with the
I can't even have an opinion
with
about
the
this.
A-hole stuff. Now, Joe, you got an album coming out.
Yeah.
Now, the other day I seen you in the barbershop, and I tell you that I was upset with you because I feel like you don't work as hard as you used to.
That was an interesting conversation.
Right.
He was
And
trying
then-
to deflect from.
No, it wasn't. No, he stole me $1,000, but I was
okay,
I was telling him why I was mad at him.
And then my reply was what?
You said you do.
And then you went on to say, well, I feel like you don't because on your Instagram, I don't see it.
That was your answer.
That's what he said. That was the point.
Oh my God!
That
Where
was
do
his
I
point.
work?
And then I was, and then I
That
was
was your
really
answer,
confused.
Envy? On Instagram, I don't see it.
That sounds like some small talk.
Wait, no.
That sounds like I didn't expect to see Joe in his barbershop.
Yeah, for real. Wait, no, let's be clear.
Sounded like Joe was like, "Why you not playing my record?"
No, Envy said, Joe, I feel like you don't work as hard as you used to.
Right.
I said, Envy, that is crazy. I've done TV shows, a podcast. I've done a group album. I'm on my 13th album.
Right.
How could you possibly say, yeah, when you count them all up, 13.
Wow.
See, you didn't know that.
I did know that. I mean, when you think about it, like with all the mood
Joe,
music.
you know more about who Joe is.
Wait,
dating.
time out. But I'm telling y'all what I told Envy. I said I'm on my 13th album. How could you say that I don't work hard? He said, well, because I don't hang out with you every day. And for the casual fans that don't know that, we follow you on Instagram. And we don't see it on your Instagram like everybody else posts on their Instagram.
I said more than that, but I said the casual
No,
fans
you
who
didn't.
know
You said
Joe
we don't
Budden,
see it on your Instagram.
I said the only thing they know about Joe is Love and Hip Hop, and I hate when I see a flyer and it says from Love and Hip Hop, Joe Budden. That
And then-
irks
I can
me.
understand
Wait,
that.
and then-
I can
wait.
understand that.
Because you are a rapper. You
But
are
wait,
a lyricist.
but what did I
met you
say? I
as a
said I
lyricist.
hate that too.
Right, but
Right.
when I look on your Instagram, I see flyers that say I'm going to be here, and it says from Love and Hip Hop, Joe Budden, and I hate it because you're a rapper.
And
And-
also
and
because
then
you're
that-
in couples therapy now. I mean, come
Yeah,
on, it's
you're
no
a
longer
rapper.
Joe Budden from
I
Love and
hate
Hip
I
Hop.
Joe
did
Budden
ask.
as
I
a
did
reality
ask.
star.
I did say this morning. I said Joe gets shows, don't he? Because I haven't seen.
He has
I haven't
shows
seen
right
you
now.
Promote shows in a long time.
He does shows, he does tours. He has
But
a
then I
cult
looked on your
following.
tour thing. Yeah, I
but
did.
you
I
see,
saw
if the casual fan who doesn't follow Joe, that doesn't look at Joe's website or Google's Joe Budden, won't know that.
Well, if he doesn't follow him, they're not gonna know it anyway.
But never in my career,
makes good music.
But never in my career outside of my Def Jam days with Kevin Lowndes have I catered to a casual fan. They come and they go. They're very fickle. I'm still here 14 years later because I do not operate that
But
way.
you could be a
They'll
bigger
catch me.
artist, Joe.
They'll catch me when they catch me.
But you could be a bigger artist. It's like you're content with being, I hate to say it, regular Joe.
Joe don't seem like he hurting out here.
No, he's not hurting. No, he's far from hurting. He's all right out there.
Oh, that's what I'm saying.
But
like,
you
what?
can be a way bigger artist, in my opinion.
I hang-
It's like you don't strive for it. It's like, it's,
So what would you recommend that he do?
Post more
Envy
on
wants to go-
Instagram.
No.
He wants me to post more
No,
on
no.
Instagram.
What's your advice, Envy?
Envy and Clue want to get Desert Storm back together.
No.
They want it to be Fab Joe.
No.
What was homie name? Paul Kane.
Right.
That's what they want.
That was the good old days. But no, I just want Joe.
Those
I
were
feel
the
like
good
Joe
old
is a
days.
lyricist that a lot of people don't check for, and he's nicer than a lot of these rappers, but I don't think he gets the pub that he should get.
Well, from my peers and my contemporaries, I do. Like, and that's just the thing. I hang my hat on my ability as an MC. So when I speak to people like a Scarface or like a KRS, like just people that I've always respected as MCs, like they know what I can do.
Right.
Envy brings up a good point because when you was on Uncommon Sense last week and I named you as a top lyricist and this girl goes, she said, you don't know nothing about hip hop. You said Joe Budden's a lyricist? You're such an ass kisser.
See?
I'm like, what?
No,
As you
but
say.
that is a casual fan.
But she shouldn't be a casual fan, and Joe Budden's nice enough not to just have casual fans. I look at a lot of artists making $67,000, $80,000 a show, right? And I'm like, okay, they make great music. But then I look at Joe as a
Most
lyricist.
of them are horrible.
Right? But now I look at Joe as a lyricist, and I'm like, damn, why isn't Joe on that same spot? Why is he at that
How
same
you know
level?
Budden ain't making no money a show? How you don't know what he makes show money?
I
think
don't
Joe
make
makes
$80,000
$78,000 a show.
Let me be very clear. I don't make $80,000 a show.
20 is good.
20 is good.
That's great.
You have to consistently make that. Wait, though, to your point. See, but y'all act like y'all don't know how this game goes.
I do, but I also know that you
Name me an independent artist that is on that level.
Macklemore.
He's not independent.
Name one. You said name one.
You said one. I gave you one. Macklemore.
Okay.
Tech 9 does pretty well.
Tech does great.
Tech Nine, perfect example. Independent. He works his ass
Now
off.
He
name
owns his
me
own
one
warehouse, he
casual
prints
fan
everything.
that knows how great and amazing Tech 9 is.
People know the name and they know him from
No, they
music, not
don't.
from
No,
reality
they
show
don't. But
stuff.
before you did that Lil Wayne feature, niggas would have thought you was talking about.
The gun.
Niggas would've
No, that's
known-
true.
yeah, come on, knock it off. Knock it off. Don't do that.
But
He's
they
got,
know,
Tech 9 has a cult-like follow.
but
Tech 9 is amazing. Tech
He's
9 is
always
one of the
on the
best
road.
MCs in this game. He's one of the hardest working
Right.
people in this game. He lives on the road.
And he's an entrepreneur.
Nobody
as well.
knows who he is. Nobody knows he's caked up.
nah, a lot of
I'm
people-
talking about
people-
casual fans. We talking about casual fans. They have no idea the amount of money that him and Strange Music generate.
Absolutely right.
So when you say, you comparing me to artists who have unlimited resources behind them. You're comparing me to artists that are on major labels. when the major label game and the independent game are two totally different games. You know that. So when you speak that way, it's confusing to me. The casual fan may be confused, like, damn, why does J. Cole do this and Joe Budden does this? But people that are in the industry know that it's two different games
Yeah, but
that you're
Tech Nine
playing.
also invests in himself. It's when it's time for him to
How
run.
you
he
know
runs the
Joe
company.
don't invest in himself?
Yeah, I don't understand what this guy is talking about.
You're making me look at Joe different. I wasn't looking at him like that.
Man, Joe, you
Forget
gotta
it.
start
Being
investing
honest
in
with
yourself, man.
Yeah, that includes me.
Forget it. Forget it.
Well, that was our barbershop
That
conversation,
was our
though.
barbershop conversation.
And then when you left, he has the barber looking at me some type of way. Yo, when I go to the barber now, the barber who just started listening to rap a year ago
Lazy
is like,
slob, Joe Budden.
yo, Joe, why you don't want it more? I'm like, yo, if you don't just shave this shit off the top of my head.
I guess it's the reality TV thing, though.
Yeah, a lot of artists shy away from rap.
Hate that.
They see
Yeah.
you on Couples Therapy.
Yeah.
They say he must not be doing so well in his music career.
It's
That's
usually
what it
people who
is.
fell off that.
But I was late to the party of understanding the stigma that came with doing reality TV.
You actually, I was saying this
You
earlier.
banged every reality show.
No, but I was
No,
saying this
what I'm
before
saying
Joe
is-
came up here.
what I'm
You
saying
actually
is
were
this.
one of the people that started that
Yeah.
when you had your whole streaming live
YouTube
with
thing.
Harry.
No, but I mean, you look at it like this. Jim Jones was the first person on Love and Hip Hop, right?
Yeah.
I certainly never looked at Jim Jones like a starving, struggling artist.
Me neither.
I didn't look at him that way. Then they had Fab's wife. There was rumors of Fab, but then there was that whole thing. I certainly wouldn't look at Fab as a struggling artist. He didn't do it.
He never
and
went
it was
on.
Joel's wife. But early on, the people that were associated with these shows were credible people. And then I was on season 3.
Mm-hmm.
So
Maybe it was the vest.
that was really bad.
Maybe it was the vest.
The vest was really bad. I was high on my mind though. I was high on my mind. I can't even watch that. I can't
That's what
even,
you was doing the
I
Molly
thought you
thing?
stopped drugs. You got back
No,
drugs?
That was a couple years ago.
That was you talking about
That was
years
a-
ago.
I'm
That's when you
bugging,
admitted to being like really
Yeah, I
going
was
off Molly.
I was gone. That's where the vest came from. Those vests were bad.
Very bad.
Yeah, I think I still got like 3 of them too. I'm gonna eBay them.
So what about couples therapy? Because that, like, people on couple, Ghostface Killah is my favorite MC of all time, but he looked ridiculous on couples therapy. I was like, why is Ghostface?
But
on Couples
Ghostface
Therapy?
didn't get out of character on Couples
Ghostface
Therapy.
He didn't.
He
He
looked
was
great to
definitely
me.
still
But just
himself.
to be there, like, why are you at couples therapy?
He was like, I met you at the.
See, y'all, you got to change the psychology behind it.
Joe's only been on one
Break it
episode so
down.
far, so I don't know.
First of all, Ghostface is Ghostface. There's nothing Ghostface could do.
greatest MC of all time,
Yeah, Ghostface.
in my opinion.
He's already cemented. He can basically do whatever he wants. If he run up and down the street naked, he gonna be
Yeah.
Ghostface. But I didn't think he was out of character. Him or Tretch.
Oh, I forgot Treasure's on
Yeah.
there.
I didn't see Chingy
I
on
did
there.
see. I saw
didn't see
Chingy
Chingy
on
on
there.
Chingy seemed like he belonged there.
Yo, leave Ching alone.
But Tretch
man.
and Ghostface, I had a long conversation with Tretch actually while I was there, and he was like, "Yo, keeping it all the way a buck, like they saved my marriage.
Wow.
Like it's real therapy.
Tretch went there
Okay.
for a reason. But
It's not-
Are
it's
you
not-
dating Kaylin though?
It's not a reality show like Love and Hip Hop.
Right.
They put you somewhere in a house for 3 weeks, no phone, no TV, no Wi-Fi, no nothing, and it's real therapy. They just have the whole house GoPro'd and camera crews. They just taping it.
Right.
Then it's nobody coming to you saying we want this to happen. It's nobody coming to you saying we'll talk about this. They just go. So that's what it was.
So why did you go there with somebody you're not?
They were trying to
Yeah, 'cause
move
I mean,
on past their
because
breakup and
Kaylin
not hate
is-
each
It seems
other.
like you're just trying to get a check.
Right.
No.
Or you just
number-
want the attention.
Well, I'm sure that's part
well,
of it, though.
Well, to the people that are not casual fans, I've been very open about therapy, like damn near my entire career. That's number one. And while the check was part of a reason, I'm sure all of us went there.
Absolutely.
No, I care about Kaylin, and Kaylin really had some deep-rooted issues from our time on Love and Hip Hop. She did. And as a young girl, I carried guilt for that for a long time.
You helped her though. She was an orphan.
She was not an orphan.
She was not an orphan. She still has her mom. She was living in her car, though.
That's what I'm saying. I thought she was.
She
like
was- that
a
doesn't make you an
runaway
orphan.
She had rough times, but for her to endure what she endured, yeah, she hit a lick with me.
I know when you met her, how old was she?
19.
20.
20.
You helped her.
Okay, but outside of that,
Okay.
you have to look at it through somebody else's eyes. Looking at it through her eyes, as a young girl, for her to endure that type of she went through in front of 4 million people on national television, I carried guilt for that for a long time. Like, I promised her that wouldn't happen. and it happened. And she's been jacked up for a little while.
I saw it on the first episode. You said she's
really jacked.
You
Well,
cheated
she
on her all
was.
the time, and then she stayed in the house.
And I wasn't cheating. We had to stop saying that.
Well, that's what you guys said on the first episode.
I never said I was cheating. I said I was two-timing, lying to two different women. I wasn't with either one. I wasn't
Here
sleeping
you
with
go,
either
sitting
one.
under
This
girl's
guy.
breast again. I didn't sit on her stomach. I sat under her breast. I wasn't cheating.
But she stayed because she wanted. She said she
I
stayed
wasn't
with you. She
in a
wanted to be with
relationship
you.
with either one of the women.
Got you.
And I wasn't having sex with either one of the women. In a man's brain, when you're not having sex with the women,
It's not cheating. That's a
Wait a
fact.
minute, so Kaylin was living in your house and you wasn't having sex?
yeah.
What she was doing, cleaning? What
I was trying to sort out my affairs. I couldn't be penetrating
Or
this
did you have
girl over
STD
here.
and wasn't
And
trying to have no sex at that time?
no, I haven't had that. I haven't had that.
What kind of rumors are you spreading about?
Yeah, I don't know what.
How is a barber gonna look at him now? He doesn't work hard. He has STDs.
Yo, Envy is crazy, man. What's going on up here in this show?
Oh, stop it. Go ahead.
But anyway, I was trying to sort out my affairs, and I was trying to do that amicably and not be messy about it. So I wasn't sleeping with either woman, and I wasn't with either one of them.
Then you called the police and made her get out the house.
Yeah. So, but that is why I did the show.
Okay.
That is the main reason. I had been saying to Kaylin, "You need therapy. Let's go to therapy. I will find a therapist for years."
Mm-hmm.
Like Tahiri and I went to therapy because she had some resentments and some issues.
She
Kaylin,
said you hit her too, by the way.
she did, but she recanted it.
She did.
Yeah, you didn't say that in your little.
didn't get
You
that.
didn't say that.
He didn't
You
hear
didn't
that
say
part.
that when you did your little donkey today.
I didn't see
you
that.
Didn't. You did. I know you didn't see. You never see anything that's in my favor. But anyway, yeah. So me and Kaylin, we went to therapy.
Did you ask Tahiri to go on that show first? Because Tahiri said
No.
before you asked Kaylin, you asked her.
No,
She
no.
said that?
Yeah, she said that. I don't want to
So
be.
Terry's lying about that.
Yeah, that's a lie.
You didn't ask her to get on the show.
With Kaylin,
Couple steps.
before Kaylin,
Yeah.
no,
You asked her after Caitlin.
no. I did call her and
Did
I
you ever
said,
ask her, Joe, is the question.
no. I said, hey, in the event that X, Y, and Z, would you do it?
Oh my God, Joe! You did ask her.
I didn't ask her.
I
I
didn't-
didn't ask her. What
no.
I
That
did
is
do was
basically
call her.
asking.
No, listen.
And then she
said
said
no,
no,
you're
so you didn't ask.
You're missing it. You're missing it.
This
Kaylin
guy.
and I were already going.
Okay.
I thought I would have liked to have known if that was even a possibility with Terry.
Why does it matter
So I
if you
did
were
ask her.
already going?
But Kayla and I were going already.
So who's the
That's
love
not-
of your life, Joe? Is it Tahiri or
No,
Caitlin?
but neither one. I'm single. I'm single. I've been that way for quite some time. Tahiri and I, we had a pretty good, amicable friendship until me and Kaylin went on this TV show. I don't understand that about exes, though. What's that?
Like,
Look
why
at
is
the
your ex
lead
mad
mic
at
over
you
there. What's
for?
Yeah, look at the lead mic over there suddenly. What's that? Tell us what you don't get about exes. This guy, man.
Tell us what an ex is.
Yeah.
That's gonna be fair.
Exes. There's still a certain feeling of like entitlement, I guess. I don't get how any ex could be mad at me for something that I'm doing currently that had nothing to do with them.
Don't you get tired of making girls famous?
We got to change the narrative and the psychology behind that. I've made 2 women famous, and I don't even like using that term. I helped 2 women be better off than they were prior to me, because to me that's what true love is about.
Okay. Okay. Now, what the reputation for beating women? Because even on couples therapy.
That you keep adding to.
No, I saw the trailer for couples therapy, and all the women in the house was like, no, don't touch me.
Janice was like, "Don't touch me! Don't touch me!
Get
Don't
away
touch
from
me!"
What did you do?
They're like, call the police.
And they brought it up. They said you've been accused of hitting
Well,
3
what
women.
happened was, while we were filming the show,
Okay.
I had a court date that I missed. I wasn't even aware of it,
Right.
for some charges that are over a year old.
That's when they said you stole your ex-girl's phone.
Yeah, that
allegedly
whole
beat her up.
that whole thing.
Who was that girl?
We certainly not going to talk about her.
Okay.
And I missed my court date, and they issued a warrant. Once you have a warrant, you can't film that show. So I had to leave the show and come up here and deal with the warrant. So I came up here, I showed up to court, they dropped the warrant, and then I flew back. But once I fly back, I'm walking into everybody reading these horrible allegations that this girl spread out there. So now I'm walking into,
They're like
Oh,
domestic violence, 3 charges, 3 women.
choked this girl, dragged her down the stairs, punched her in the stairs. It was horrible.
Now, where there's smoke, there's fire, Joe.
That's not true.
So you've never.
Could be a cigarette. what are you talking about with this smoke, this fire? I can name a million things that could give smoke with that. Could be a hookah. It could be a million things. Why is where there's smoke, there's fire? Don't hit me with the old South Carolina great grandma sayings. I'm not rolling with it. Where there's smoke, there's fire. No, you know.
Have you ever beat
to
women,
your
Joe?
point? No. But I have dealt with some flawed women.
Has a woman ever ran into your fist?
No.
What?
No.
Have you ever dragged anybody through the house by
No.
the hair?
No. It's never happened.
All right, just checking.
You know
a
that
lot of stories floating
if
around.
it's true, you know there's gonna be girls. All the girls like he's a liar.
Well, the people that have said this, and this is why it's confusing to me. Esther Baxter said some really, really, really horrible things. Esther Baxter, morally and ethically, she's a bit flawed. She has some character issues.
Okay.
And I think that's the deeper issue with me is I have dealt with some women that have quite a few character issues. So when things go awry and when hurt women are hurt, they begin to, say some things.
What about hurt men?
I don't know.
Men hurt people. Like you hurt people, Joe. You gotta admit you probably hurt some of these girls.
Not physically,
Okay.
unless it was sex.
But you did sit on under Esther Baxter's breast.
He said he was being attacked.
Esther Baxter was throwing my electronics all over the house and at me and attacking me and not listening to stop.
Why not run away?
Run away from my house.
Yeah, like get out. Call
And-
911
and-
like this girl is crazy. Because you know that you can never win in those kind of cases.
You can
situations with girls.
never win when you call the cops. When you call the cops, you never win. And as a black man, we're not conditioned that way.
Yeah.
We're not conditioned to let me call the cops. So I didn't think that. I think, all right, how do I stop this from happening immediately after restraining this woman?
How do you change the narrative of being a woman beater?
Get you to stop talking about it on.
Like I even saw
Because I don't think that's the. I don't think that. I think to the people that, and I might be in the minority, but to the people that have read these headlines when they come out, they come and they go. Like Esther, that whole thing was like dismissed. This thing with this girl that we won't name is dismissed in New Jersey. Like these are charges that people get hurt. Unfortunately, as a woman, you're able to go to court and say whatever you want, and then there's a warrant,
Right.
and then, that's how it goes.
I saw you on Fox 5, I think it was last week after Empire, and you were saying how you felt like you were being demonized.
Oh, I was definitely demonized. Yeah, 100%. I mean, I'm accustomed to it, but that's definitely what happens.
Right.
Because all it takes is that allegation to be put out there, and then you're just defamed. Period. Because you can't get rid of it.
No one's listening to the recanting story.
Yeah, no one's
reporting that.
No one hears that didn't happen. No one hears the charges were dropped. No one hears, she's not going through with that. No one hears she was hurt, she was crying. They just, once you're in the court of public opinion, like.
Well, I always say nobody cares about the truth if the lie is more entertaining.
The lie is always more
The
entertaining.
donkey today wouldn't be as entertaining if I had to sit there and,
And say the truth. Yeah.
Research.
No, I got it. Yeah, thanks. I appreciate that.
Let's talk about music. You got an album.
Oh, only 45 minutes in, we get to talk about music.
Hey.
This is beautiful.
Some
All
don't
right,
get to
well,
talk
thank you
about
for
it
joining
at
us,
all. No, but on your new album, you got a record to Eminem, they say. It's like a stand record.
No, I got a song called Slaughterhouse that A-Rap produced. And I don't want to say it's to Eminem, even though it is to Eminem.
Okay.
But I was just sitting back thinking one day that we're signed to his label, and I was just thinking he's so amazing as a lyricist, and today that's not what the climate is in hip-hop. So I was just trying to figure out, mentally anyway, in my head, how he would do if he had to come out now.
So you drew some
So I wrote
parallels,
about it.
right, between both of your lives.
Well, no, that further in the song, I went into that. I went into, this guy is such a megastar, and I'm signed to his label. I wonder if he knows how akin our lives are in certain aspects.
Eminem would never blow up in 2015
I don't know.
because his content. All these sensitive police
There's a lot
out
of
here,
sensitive people.
him talking about killing his mom and assaulting his baby mother.
But he
and
never
all
stopped.
that.
He still
and
raps
the
about
use,
that.
the slurs against gays. I don't think they'd let Eminem pop off in 2015.
Well, he has an amazing team with him, and he's one of the best rappers to ever pick a mic up. So,
I agree with that.
I would give him the benefit of the doubt. I don't know. Fortunately for him, he don't have to deal with all of this this mess that we're in right now.
So what about Slaughterhouse? What happened with the Slaughterhouse album? I thought it was going to do way better than it was. Was it the label or what do you think it was?
Which the first one on Shady?
Yep.
No, I don't think it was the label. We had label support. I think we recorded so much music that when it's time to concise it and just pick the songs that go on the album, too many chefs in the kitchen. I think some of the wrong songs got picked. That's my opinion. Royce, Joel, Crook, they may say something totally different. I just think some of the music that was picked wasn't our best music.
It wasn't a unanimous decision, like a.
It wasn't unanimous because I fought tooth and nail. I fought everybody. It wasn't so. Yeah, it wasn't unanimous, but vote.
It's a vote.
Majority vote.
Because I know with Wu-Tang it would be like RZA decides what goes on.
No, with Slaughterhouse we take a vote. Me, Royce, Joel, Crook, M, Paul, Mike. It's a few of us. We take a vote.
Don't you think that the Slaughterhouse Shady thing maybe you ever feel like it could be like 13 years too late?
No, I never feel like that because Slaughterhouse came about because there was a void. There was a void in hip hop. Like Slaughterhouse was an idea. That's when Nas was running around with this whole who killed hip hop and lyricism was dead and nobody cared about it, and that's why Slaughterhouse was created. For the people that actually do care about lyrics. They're still out there.
Yeah.
Just not casual fans.
Because there was a time when Shady, you got that Shady stamp, you was gone. Right. Platinum, double platinum, whatever.
Yeah, but I won't say that's not our objective, but it's not our objective. Like, if it happens, that would be amazing. I even say on the Slaughterhouse record, we might never sell 1 million. I mean, it would be great to do that, but that's not what we're here for.
What about Just Blaze? He's EPing the new album, right?
Just Blaze is the EP.
Is he gonna make it more cohesive, like make it sound like more of an album?
I think so. I think so. I mean, we made some really amazing music this time around. Like, it's a great body of work. So even the songs that there are to choose from that might not make it, they're all in the same vein, fashion, very introspective, a lot of storytelling. It's real deep. It's not any failed attempts at mainstream music.
Now, from a battle rapper perspective, when I saw the tweet you said about Meek, where he went wrong. If you was on his team, how would you have coached him through that?
Well, he went wrong in so many places. So you got to remind me at which
initially,
at which step.
After the tweets and then Charged Up comes out, where do you go from there?
Oh, the tweet shouldn't have happened. I mean, that's step number one. The tweet shouldn't have happened. We'd seen that a few times where Meek had felt the way about people not really supporting his project. So you can't get emotional on social media platform. You just can't, because you can't hit unsend.
Or
and if you're gonna do it, toward Drake, who's probably arguably the biggest rap artist right now, then it had better be thought out.
I can't agree with you because he sent me bottles. So
No,
I agree with you.
I agree with you. Because you didn't give me those bottles.
What are you not agreeing with?
I can't agree with you that he's the biggest artist in the game right now because he sent me bottles.
So you're gonna think he's biased?
Oh, okay.
Yes, I'd be biased.
I got it.
I'm gonna say J. Cole and Kendrick just because.
Yeah, they're in that class as well. But I said arguably. But yeah, that got to be well thought out when you're going at somebody as calculated as Drake.
Well,
he maybe didn't know Drake was that calculated.
That's been a plan a lot for people to go at whoever's at the top of the game. But if you do that, you have to make sure, obviously, that you're prepared.
You just got to do it. You just got to do it
strategically,
correctly. I, for one, was very happy that was back. Like, that was a nice, intense 2 weeks.
It stopped too fast, though. You wanted more.
I mean, it was one-sided. That's why.
Yeah, I didn't want more. I didn't want more after back-to-back. It was like the Floyd Zab fight toward the end. It was like, stop it. Somebody stop the fight.
What of your battles do you have any regrets of any of the ones that you've been in? Or feel like you made
regrets
some missteps?
of the battles? Oh yeah, I made a lot of missteps in my 20s. People think I'm vocal and non-filtered now. I was much more vocal in my 20s.
Did anybody stop you from really engaging with Hov? Like when Hov took the
Pump It Up beat?
No.
Nobody said, Joe, don't do it.
No, they said, Joe, go.
This is
Really?
time, yeah.
They said, Joe, go.
Wow.
Yeah, because we had went to Jay-Z about the Pump It Up remix, and I think he gave me a wild quote. That was like, all right, I ain't getting that type of money. And then 2 weeks later, he was on it. I was like, oh, there's my remix. That's great.
And then you replied with a verse, but it wasn't like really at Hove, but it was kind of at Hove.
Like his was.
Yeah.
That was fun. I don't understand him and I have traded barbs a bit. I really don't know why, but I love it. Yeah. But I'm competitive that way.
What's the battle you wanted but didn't get? Like you was hoping. I hope he jumps out the window.
I don't think there is one. Because I'm never looking for it.
Yeah.
But if it so happens to happen, then I'm all for it.
But you said you had some bars on the side for Meek just in case.
No, I had about 300 bars.
Oh.
Not a couple bars. I had about 300.
Just in case.
He works hard.
Laid and ready.
Oh, you laid him down and everything.
They were laid and ready to go.
Sheesh.
Meek said he wasn't thinking about that though, because he get 80 for a walkthrough. So why would he?
That's a cop out. That's a cop out. So casual fans may not recognize that as a cop out. No, I have to say this because the way that casual fans comprehend things is a bit. Listen, when you're talking about hip hop and bars and lyrics and battle, and somebody starts talking about their money, my ears don't hear how much money you have. Like my ears don't hear SoundScan. Like my ears don't hear that.
You think you would have watched Meek the way Drake did?
No, because Drake is much more likable than me.
Yeah.
And he's much more successful than me. And
do you think it's a popularity contest?
That's what battles are starting to become. I think he washed him lyrically as well. I mean, don't get it messed up. But to do what he did, you have to be liked and you have to be successful. Those are just two key components that you have to. That's why it would be hard to beat Drake, because he's going to dish you on a club song, and now you're going to hear it everywhere you go.
Don't you feel like Drake was kind of like you were like Drake before Drake?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, somewhat.
Yeah,
I know the casual fans. I mean, I have to.
That actually might be a good song. The casual fans.
That is true.
That'd be a good song.
What is Charlamagne talking about?
That's what I'm saying. The casual fans would hear that and blasphemous.
That's right.
Joe Buttons. Yeah, no, but
Buttons.
But I could see that. I could see it in my head. I think I'm like the godfather to that style, like that whole to be that vulnerable and that introspective on a record.
And Joe used to do a lot of love sounding songs for female songs on his early stuff.
He still does.
Mm-hmm. All right, Yee.
He does.
Yeah, but I think Drake and a few other people just took that sound, added to it, and just took it somewhere else.
Do they show you love when you out and about? Do they like pay homage a little bit?
I won't say pay homage,
but respect.
I mean, me and Drake, every time we see each other, we kick it. But my support of him goes.
Y'all smashed all the same chicks.
They smashed all the same chicks, allegedly.
Allegedly, because I don't just throw my dick around. We gotta change that narrative. But no, when I see Drake, it's all good.
When you saw those pictures of Drake and Tahiri out and about, did you ever text Tahiri like a word?
No, I hit Drake.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
And what'd you say?
What did you say?
I said, yo, don't think that I'm one of the sucker ass that's gonna be mad about that. Like, I want you to know it's okay.
You gave it your blessing.
And he said, oh, I would never take you to. I would be mad if you didn't feel that way. It was one of those.
What about when you saw
No, not giving my blessing. I don't need to give my blessing to two grown adults.
What about when you see Charlamagne and Tahiri out and about?
What if Drake said, I can't
low blow?
Huh?
What if Drake would have said, I can't her?
That wouldn't have had anything to do with me.
Why did you felt like it was your place to do that? Like
I needed to let him know that.
Got you.
Because him and I had a relationship, or some semblance of a relationship.
Yeah.
So I just needed to let him know.
It's not awkward.
I'm cool. Yeah, it's not. That's not awkward for me.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Do you do that for rap purposes? Like just in case y'all battle later? Like you can't never use this against me because I told you it was okay.
No. But him and I have had confidential conversations about women. That's why I did it.
Right.
Gotcha.
We've had conversations that will remain off air just about women. We've kicked it that way.
I mean, if there's a person to talk to about bartenders in
it's Joe.
Tri-State, it's Joe Budden.
It's definitely Joe.
So shout out to
why are you saying bar? I'm saying women.
Joe is the only person I know that used to do write his raps with a laptop at the strip club.
No, man.
Open up his laptop at the bar
That's true,
and sit there, don't drink, and sit there for 3 hours and never throw $1.
I'm trying to figure out who is the real Joe Buttons. Because you got the reputation for beating women. You got the reputation for banging all these strippers and bartenders. But you claim to not have to be that.
Well, how many strippers and bartenders do you have to bang for it to be a lot? Because I don't think it's a lot.
5.
That's it.
No.
Yeah, because I always tell girls, I always tell girls, if you bang 2 guys in the same industry, you get a reputation just like that.
Well, that's true.
So it got to be just the same, at least double for guys.
But
2 girls in the same box.
But unfortunately, today, like, that's the time that we're in, man. Women, and New York City is just so small that everybody knows everybody. Everybody has slept with everybody. Like, you got to be careful out here. But if 5 is it.
That's what you told Drake?
No. No, that's not what I told. That's not what I told Drake. But no, I haven't slept with a stripper or bartender in some years.
Really?
Years.
Now you hit Drake up.
I stopped going to strip clubs.
Why?
Because when I go to strip clubs, I meet women that say I strangle them and drag them down the stairs. So I want to stop meeting those flawed women.
Got you.
Now, when you hit Drake up, did you also hit Tahiri to say, hey, just so you know, I'm not mad at you for,
No.
doing... Because that's your friend, too, really.
Who?
Tahiri.
No, that's not true. Tahiri and I are not friends.
Oh.
We would like to, I would like to one day be friends, but we're not.
But why?
Friends.
But why? You say that all the time.
I like
why?
to, because I'm in a small group of people that like to remain amicable with exes.
And she did do a lot for you. Didn't she?
Joe Budden's insulted.
Radio.
He's insulted.
Y'all radio
Budden's
people. y'all radio people. It's not about what she did for me or what I did for her.
That's my camera.
We loved each
her and put her on.
We loved each other, and we were together for.
She had good credit though.
Okay.
No, I'm saying that. I know she was. Didn't she help you out a lot? Like,
I would assume that when you're in a relationship with somebody for 5 years, you help each other.
Right, so you can still want to be friends with somebody. I don't see anything wrong with that.
I want to be friends, period, with anybody that I've dealt with and didn't end horribly with. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't really want to be friends with Esther, even though I'm not even mad at her anymore.
But you just don't want to be her friend.
Because of the things that she said about you.
She said you killed her baby.
Yeah, but she was hurt. She was hurt. I don't even know that she was pregnant. That's the type of liar that she was.
That doesn't seem in your type. Like, that doesn't seem your type.
Anybody that knows me and has ever been around me, like you, it's laughable. It's almost laughable.
Now, are you going to talk about all this stuff on your new album? Because you've had a lot go on in the past year or so.
Oh, I discuss everything on my new album. On my new album, it's chock full of content. A lot of content, a lot of storytelling, a lot of lyricism, a lot of conceptuality. It's very graphic. It's very in depth.
Was it therapeutic?
You had some back child support issues too, right?
No, not I.
It was like they said you owe like $13,000. You baby.
No, not me. That's somebody else, baby.
Oh.
No, anytime they nab me for back child support, it's because I missed like 3 weeks. So it's like a stack. You got a warrant. All right, take me to Hudson. I'll pay it. All right, get me out of here.
So that doesn't mean we never gonna get our stack.
No.
I'd rather you stay out of jail.
No.
Is that what that means?
No, you both are gonna get your stack.
When is that
No,
coming?
we're
Every
not,
time I
Joe.
see him, he says that. He never gives
I've only
it to
seen you once since the battle.
us. This is twice.
Leave it at the barber.
I didn't even know I was coming here until yesterday.
Goodness gracious.
Who is the song broke about?
I just pulled from multiple past dealings with people. It's not about one specific person.
Okay, just relationships that you've had in general.
Period. Yeah. That have went down that similar road. Mm-hmm. So we wanted to pull from that. It's not about one person in particular at all.
Did it scar you after you proposed to Tahiri and she denied you on TV?
Well, I knew she would say no when she did.
Oh, it's scripted.
Yes and no.
Okay.
That was an original thought to propose, just not at the time that it happened. But in reality TV, when you have a thought and they put it on the board, you kind of got to go through with it. Don't matter what's happening in real time.
Gotcha.
So when I proposed, Terry and I weren't speaking. We were on very bad terms. We weren't together. However, if you would have caught me 8 months, 9 months prior to, it was a much different space that we were in.
So you've been shocked if she said yes.
That would have shocked me.
Like, what the?
That would have shocked me.
Now you got to go through with it.
That's the guy Joe doesn't strike me as. You don't strike me as a person to do things just for TV.
Well, it was my thought. and my idea. It wasn't something that they came to me with.
Got you.
Like,
So by the time it came to fruition,
I introduced this to the equation. So I'm gonna stick with it. Good, bad, or indifferent. Even with the no.
Got you.
I mean,
Now,
that was something, I mean, let's be clear, like, even though she did say no, which I knew would happen, I enjoyed that whole experience. I really did. Like, I enjoyed the looking for the ring, the not getting the bullshit ring, like really spending on the ring, going to get outfit, a suit, like bending down, nervousness, like all of that, like.
But you know, people enjoy that because they know the end result is them getting engaged. Not that the girl's gonna say no.
Well, I don't take life for granted, so I enjoy the experience. It's not about the outcome; it's about the moment, the journey.
does
Joe
that mean
likes
you're looking?
pain.
That means you're looking forward to getting married.
I would like to get married one day. It's gonna be hard with Charlamagne calling me a woman beater every time I come up here.
I have nothing to do with that.
But no, you have a lot to do with it. No, you have a lot to do with it. That whole morning, oh my God, Joe beats bitches. Like,
Joe, you do know I pulled all of those stuff from like
Things that
sites.
actually
you
happened.
pulled from 09 and like how long does this? It's not a statute of limitations. on this stuff.
I turn to die a woman beater. Chris Brown is probably gonna die a woman beater, Joe.
But you've never officially been charged with
nah.
domestic violence, right? It's
Yes,
never,
that's why.
That's what he's saying.
You need to do one YouTube video with all of the girls saying Joe did not.
All
mean
the
it.
accusers.
Yes.
My goodness.
Oh my God! Well,
That's
no,
all you need.
No, you won't get me in a video around some of these women. But I wish them all the best.
Now,
Like,
I do
don't
want to
have
say
any ill
that
will toward 'em.
I am watching couples therapy just to watch you and Kaylin on there. That's what I'm most looking forward to. You haven't disappointed so far. I know you just got introduced on the second episode, but I can see how you I guess rub people the wrong way.
I said
first.
the same thing. I said the same thing. Watching that show is when it finally hit me. That's why they say I'm a dick.
Yeah.
I come off like a dick.
Yeah, I was like, what is wrong with Joe?
But you know what it is?
Because you irritate people because you have this very calm voice
It's-
when you
it's-
say things, but
that-
you're saying
that's
things to antagonize them.
Exactly what it is. It's because my voice is a certain way. I got a straight face on. Like, I wasn't dead serious going in on the transgender
Yeah, that was
on
the
Carmen
first.
and
Is it
Adrian.
transgender on the show?
Yes, and she said she was intimidated by
But I wasn't.
Joe.
Now you don't better not run up on that woman. You run up on a transgender.
Did you?
now.
So you didn't know she was a
See what I mean?
transgender though.
Can't lead in that.
When you first met her, you didn't know she was trans.
No.
When you guys
No.
sat down and were talking.
No, I had no idea.
Mm-hmm.
But
Is she pretty?
yeah,
She's a model.
I don't know who that is.
yeah, watch the show.
Her name is
Wednesdays, 10
Carmen
o'clock.
Carrera. Is that her name, Carmen?
I don't know her last name.
Like when Mr. C paid top dollar for her?
Joe Budden's album comes out on the 16th of October.
It's Joe Budden.
Joe Button. All love
He
lost.
just really said
Just
that,
let him-
man.
just look over it. Now, Joe, you're a rapper. Can we get some bars?
What? You gonna make Joe
Still a
Budden?
rapper? These are for the casual fans.
yeah. This guy in me is funny, man.
These are for the casual.
Oh man, that was pretty funny. Yeah, you can get some bars. You go buy my album, All Love Lost, in stores. 10/16. That is Friday. It's
That's right.
a whole
Why-
bunch of bars.
Why
for
is
you
it
there.
all love lost?
What should it have been?
No, I'm just
Angie?
asking. What is it? What is the
Well,
meaning
let
of
me
that? Mm-hmm.
tell you why. Casual ye. My last effort was No Love
Love
Lost,
Lost.
and then my EP in December was Some Love Lost. We were running out of words to put before Love Lost.
So you just said all love lost. It went
Yes.
from none to some to all.
Yeah, to all. A lot of love lost. Lost a lot of love these past few years. So we talking about it.
All of it.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen,
Envy been trying to kick me out for about an hour now. All right,
I'm over here.
all right, well, let's get him out.
No,
I'm
Envy
over
been
here
trying
wanting to
kick
talk
your
about
back in for
couples
the past
therapy.
hour and a half.
No, Envy and you been trying to kick my back in.
I've been stating facts.
I like
You have not
Joe.
been stating facts.
I like Joe. Joe's
There's no recants, Joe.
I'm just trying to be nice because I don't.
That's basically where we're at. The timeline said it's true.
I'm just being nice because he beats women and I don't want to get hurt.
Oh, stop it.
Oh, see, I gotta go. See, I got. But wait, but this is my. Oh man, I'm out of here, man.
I like Joe. You know, Joe's been a good artist from the time he started. He's been a good guy.
He has been.
Yeah, I'm serious. Anything I ask him for, he does. He's a good guy. I F with Joe.
I've learned a lot about Joe today, and I didn't know any. It's all because of Envy. I'm be honest with you.
Why?
What did you learn?
Envy's saying you washed out here, Joe. That's basically what he told everybody. I don't think you washed.
He
but
didn't
that's
say
what he
that.
said.
Shut up.
You see how you mixed stuff up?
That's what you said.
I did not say that.
You don't get no show money.
When did I
You
say
don't
that?
work hard enough.
I did.
You
say
know
that.
what I'm saying?
And I don't Instagram enough.
Yes, you don't Instagram enough.
This is
You
getting
had an
so-
STD. Don't forget that one. You
He
threw that one.
gave me an STD.
I want you to be prepared for
You
everything.
couldn't
you
sleep
tweeted
with.
about.
He didn't want to
Yeah.
sleep with anybody because he values his penis. Is because he had an STD,
Yeah,
according to Envy.
when you get these tweets later, you'll know. Like, you know what? Envy did say all that.
Joe is my guy.
And let's be clear. All of y'all are my people. Y'all just treat me bad for some reason. I don't know where we went wrong in our relationship.
Listen,
See,
on a high
love
note,
lost.
Do you ever feel
All
like?
love.
Do you ever want a Desert Storm reunion?
That's all I know. That's all I know.
Yeah, that's the high
That
note.
would be.
Casual fans, I'm on tour next month. I'm on tour starting next month.
If he doesn't Instagram it, I'll Instagram it for him.
Envy, I'd love to see you at our New York date on the 9th.
I don't know where it is. It's not on your Instagram.
It's at Highline Ballroom.
Oh, okay.
On the 9th. I'll put it on my Instagram for
Thank
you and people like you. I'd love to see you there.
Thank you.
Hey,
I'll
y'all come to the show. I'll give y'all both your $1,000.
If we come to the show,
I mean, I'm assuming that's the next time I'll see
I don't want a
both of
show
you.
full of casual fans. I want a show full of people.
Oh no,
singing Joe
no,
Budden's music
casual,
word for word.
the casual fans wouldn't be at my show.
do you do Pump It Up still?
No.
Joe, you can swing on him.
It seems
Act like he's a girl.
It do seem like something. Like
Joe, don't let him do you like that, Joe.
What's up? Talk
It's
to
a
me,
problem.
Envy. What's
That
up?
was the problem. It's clearly a problem.
Listen, it does seem like there's
It
like
is a problem.
It
I've
does
never
seem
seen
like
Envy so
Dude,
aggressive.
DJ Drama like this. This is a problem.
It
yo.
does
There's
seem-
no problem.
it seems like there's some underhand
It's nothing. I'm just asking
shade
a question.
being thrown, and I would hope that's not the case.
That is not the case.
Okay, I would hope that's not the case. Good.
But I'm the asshole.
No, we don't. No, we
Okay.
don't. Still do Pump It Up. By the way, do you have any more questions, Envy, for me?
No, I'm ordering the album right now.
I ain't gonna lie, you niggas might not get your money.
Keep it real.
You know, I'm gonna keep it.
If he was getting 80,000 a show, maybe.
Yeah, I'm feeling a little different leaving this interview now. Thank y'all for having me. Appreciate it.
All
Joe
Love
Budden.
Lost in stores Friday.
It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.